There's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California.
We got this.
A first down throw for Mills. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
2nd down and 8. Throwing, Mills. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On third down, here's Mills. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Off the play fake, Mills. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 1st and 10, Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Play fake, Mills. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with a flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. This is Lewis. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Mercedes Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Texans 7, Chargers 0. Fairbairn, the kicker.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be blocked out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Allen. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mills on 2nd and 10. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Ka'imi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's out right at the 25.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now, Herbert. He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0.
17. Chargers, nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 46-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
3rd and 2, Herbert leaves it for Penny. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackled by Jonathan Grenard.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Herbert. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
6 at the 7-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 35-yard line.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
They go play action. Mills.
Rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
Get ready, get ready.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. He's such a good route runner, shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
On the give, this is Eckler. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's taken in by the tight end, McKinney. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Chargers 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Play action now. Mills. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Mills. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Working out of the gun, Mills. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Fights loose. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 60 yards on the ground for him now, 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal Shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And hauled in by Croft. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for L.A. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Mills. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st down, Mills. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
That's it, baby.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Off the play fake, Mills. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
Let's go, baby.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
24. Chargers 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 78 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Olivier Vernon brings him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Herbert. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. The Broncos have taken the lead in the final stages. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 10. Play fake. Mills sliding out of the pocket. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
On third down, here's Mills. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
57 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Going on the ground with Eckler. Escapes the defender. He's got the first down inside the 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Mills. They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
First down, Houston.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
On play action, Mills. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
A huge play there for Houston.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Texans are going to win the football game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job.